good whatever time of the day it is you are listening to us. This is the PNA Podcast Express Quick Trip, episode number B4567809.
Before 567-809?
Before B8, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I thought you really would keep track of episodes and go, we don't.
No, we don't.
We do.
Well, somebody, our accountant does. That's their job.
Thank you.
That's the bean counter's fucking job.
The one who pays the bills.
You can email the podcast at pnapodcastexpress@gmail.com or pineapple nipple arsehole, all one word, at gmail.com. He's your host, Adam Filkins.
What?
I'm Phil Nickel. I'm a co-host.
We co-host with
There's a
Matt.
resident Sasquatch expert, Matt Smith, here, and our resident Matt Smith, Mike
Smith.
Jesus Christ, I'm all fucked
You
up.
are
Matt
fucked.
Lindley.
There you
Matt
go.
Lindley, our resident Sasquatch expert, and our resident cowboy, Mike Smith.
Hello.
Sorry, that was a terrible intro.
That was good.
Wow. For those of you keeping score at home, my intros are way better than Phil's.
Normally, Phil's are pretty good.
Practice all week, man.
There's a lot on my mind right now.
It's like a fast car.
He's nervous being in new area.
Yeah, it is. Running into people I don't know.
The
even
key-
though
Now that
those
we
are
have a
people I know.
new cowboy expert, what are your thoughts on the new season of Yellowstone coming out
Pretty darn excited.
November
Do you watch that?
7th?
No.
Fucking great. Do you watch that? No.
I thought everybody watched that.
No, what I'm pretty excited about, launching on Tuesday, November 2nd, Season 9 of Curse of Oak Island.
Oh,
Curse of
that
Oak
is coming
Island.
up.
They're
That
never
is
gonna find
just as
anything
exciting.
This year they're finding it.
They're finding it.
This
Well,
year.
what they're airing this year is what happened last summer. So if they found something, it would have been all over the news. But it's exciting to see the new artifacts that they have dug up. And you got Gary Drayton out there.
we got a 15th century
So
dildo.
so that poses a great question. You think if they discover that's going to be broken on the news?
It
or
should
it's-
have, because what they filmed, what's airing now was already filmed.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I
last
thought that
summer.
it would be kept in the production,
They
the TV
might.
world of it. Just let's keep this secret. This is our production. This is our $1 million maker.
They
That's what I
might,
thought.
but
You had a great question with that. I wonder.
Can you keep anything a secret anymore?
Hollywood can.
No.
Fuck
There's
yeah,
a
Hollywood
lot
can.
of
Yes.
a lot of leaks out there.
Yeah, there is, but Hollywood seems to keep a lot of shit hidden.
I hope
Like
they find
pedophile
something.
rings. I didn't say that. Wow.
I thought that exactly, like pedophile rings.
So yeah, they can do it.
Island.
There's no.
I'm just excited about that show.
I'm fucking
the new
boned
season.
up. Anybody else on you? There's two of us that like the old Curse. And you
Oh,
guys?
I've watched episodes of it. I
have,
like
but-
it. It's interesting.
Whenever I'm in the mood to watch like incessant digging, I watch it.
Well, I mean, it is pretty cool. It's not like it's a fake show. They are showing up
Talking
real
about
scientific stuff that they're finding.
Ancient
making,
booby traps and shit.
yeah, I mean,
like
they're
that.
finding stuff that they're proven. If we believe in science, I don't know.
If we believe in science.
A ship in the swamp,
Yep, ship in the
sunken
swamp. Yep.
The Earth is flat.
That's not really a swamp.
across, found in the mud.
Yeah. It is kind of weird how they find stuff. I mean,
Everything the narrator says is a question. I love it.
I understand the production
draws
side.
suspense.
I understand production side, so some things do seem weird, but it's for production value. I mean, for sure.
It's far better than those shows about the paranormal stuff. Where like, was it this? Was it that?
That's why I'm getting behind it, and so
Alien.
the scientific side. They're saying this scientific
Aliens.
says this is true.
You
this
want
is
to know my
right.
theory? I think Samuel Ball already found it,
Yeah,
and he cashed in on it.
yeah, all of it,
Most of it, probably.
because there should be quite a bit that there should be something left.
He got wealthy very quick
Yeah, he did.
and bought so many lots on the island.
Yeah.
He had to get that money from somewhere. It wasn't from cabbage.
No, not at all. That's a lot of cabbage.
I think
Okay.
he found some stuff.
I have to voice my beef here with
Oh,
that show.
What's your gear
You just had
grind?
to squish us,
Let's
didn't
hear
you?
it.
So, why is it that they film like 8 minutes worth of stuff for the episode, and then they have to recap it between every commercial? When we come back, they're going to dig up dirt and find stuff in
case you missed
So,
it.
This hole's
before
gonna
the
get
break,
bigger.
before the break, we dug up some dirt. We found stuff in it. Now, when we come back, we'll reveal what the stuff was in the dirt that they dug up. So before this break, we dug up dirt and we found more stuff in it. This is the stuff that we found in the dirt. But what we found in the dirt was when we come back in the dirt they found. That's how the whole show is.
I know. I don't know.
Ship's beam, oak fibers, 90 feet down.
Yeah.
Join us.
I don't know his name, but whatever his job is, I mean, the host, the guy, the narrator, he is a hype machine, and that's what production's about.
This week on the Curse of Oak Island, find out what the fibers were.
I get it.
Next week,
This week
find
on
out
the
what
Curse
the
of
fibers
Oak
were.
Island.
But that's what I say to anybody. I say
We
screw
stretched
to
7
anybody.
minutes worth of footage into a 1 hour show.
Oh, I'm watching this.
Yes.
There's 3 episodes, and they do what the top 10 finds were, what the top 10 links to the Templar Knights were.
I just watched that one.
Yep, I got one more to go, and I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's legit. I
It's
go on it
exciting.
because the scientific, if it's
Stay
just
tuned.
we think this happened and we think that's the reason why, and then to kind of it's a little
We
bit
come
space.
back, we prove why it's disprovable.
Well, science. I mean, we believe in science, and I'm going to go and be honest with that. What he's saying.
I think he narrates questions. Not only if you've never watched the show, he's bringing you up to speed, but it also draws suspense.
If they've never watched the show, they're losers.
If you don't watch the show, we can't be friends anymore.
When we come
I
back.
have watched the show.
I've watched it. I always
On
think,
next-
hey, these two dipshits are from Michigan.
On
They
the
are.
next
There you go.
quick trip, find out if Adam and Matt and Phil and Mike are still friends because of Oak Island. Hey guys, are we all still friends? Yeah. Now in next week's episode, find out why they're still friends.
Hey,
All right,
Matt,
well-
you want to go dig in the latrine and see what's in there?
Don't shun us just yet.
When
We
they
still
find
watch Pawn
something-
Stars.
Oh well.
They go to room 27 looking for used condoms.
When they find something on the curse, I'm going to turn to my wife and fucking smack her and go, I fucking told you so.
Oh, they're
Oh,
gonna
she's
find
a
something.
naysayer.
Oh, absolutely. She just drives up the wall. That's why I got in this conversation. I'm like, yeah, I love it. Find somebody that doesn't or does love it. Not like my wife.
I don't hate it.
I
mean,
don't
it's not,
hate it either.
But I get bored with it quick.
Well, okay, so we watch our movies together. Couples that watch movies together stay together. She's doing this impeachment. You guys seen that? I don't
Is
forget
that
who it's
true?
by. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a couple, so.
Right, well, true.
So apparently I didn't
Nor am
watch
I.
enough movies.
True. So impeachment, are you familiar with that? I don't know who it's by. It's out right now. You've seen, I'm sure, the advertisements of it.
Yeah.
All right, so she's like, let's watch this. I'm like, all right, well, let's watch Curse of Oak Island. Well, I'm going to fucking watch impeachment with you. Let's watch Curse next. Just say it.
Man.
Oh, wow.
And you're not married. Yay.
Good for me.
That's what I'm getting at.
Jesus Christ.
Nor am I.
No,
Phil's
sure.
usually like, let's watch Curse of Oak Island and then porn.
Yep.
Meow, says the cat.
If you're watching Curse of Oak Island, you don't need porn.
That's
Oh,
true.
oh,
You can
man.
rub it
Bunch
the whole
of
time
wet-
that shit's
Oh
going
my God,
on.
look at
Bunch
that
of wet,
thing just
dirty
going
guys.
in and out of that hole, in and out of that hole, in and out of that hole.
Especially with like British accents. So Gary Drayton, fucking, I just rub it to that accent.
Crikey.
Bobby Dazzler.
Oh, yeah, that way we're
That's a
thinking
fucking
that
Kiwi.
debt.
Crikey is not British.
Top
Crikey is-
pocket find.
What do British people
Yeah,
talk
there
like?
it goes. Top pocket find.
You know,
Bobby
we
Dazzler.
Yes.
British people, they find the oak fibers like 90 feet down.
Don't they put an
That's-
R
that
on
was
Australian,
Australian. That was
there's
Australian.
They put an R on the end of things. Like, hey.
If you're British, call us up.
Yeah. Do some voiceover work in British accents for
British
us,
is
please.
more like, Mommy,
Yeah.
is it supposed to be lumps in my thoughts?
That's it. You got it. You like some
Dad,
teeth and
no.
toothbrush?
Is it
Oh,
supposed to
just
be-
shat myself.
Is it supposed to be spickle in my spackle?
Yes, now brush your teeth with it.
Or don't.
You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat.
Mother, what kind of meat should I be eating? Not
Jesus.
that kind of meat, boy.
That's what it was?
Sausage.
I thought I was totally off. I thought it was, I guess I could say it's PNA podcast. I thought you don't get any pussy if you don't beat your meat.
If you don't beat your meat.
I'm totally fucked. I mean, I never listened to that shit back in the day anyways.
I see where you're going with that. I can appreciate that.
I never listened to it. I'm just stupid.
So,
Call
quick
me dumb.
update. I see DK Metcalf had a touchdown.
Yeah, I lost. Just fucking lost my wife.
To your
in fantasy
wife?
Football.
Oh.
God damn
Mike
DK.
just got beat by his wife.
One time a year. I'll fucking beat her back next week.
Woo!
Or tonight when I get home. Oh! Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Meow.
Or is he? Next week on the PNA Cup podcast, find out if Mike beat his wife.
I kid.
You can beat the You can leave now and beat the traffic, or you can stay and beat your meat.
Or your cats. Boy, just never beat your kids.
Yeah, just don't beat your kids.
Beat anything else.
Yeah, horses, meat, anything.
If you do get mad at your kids and you have a cat and you feel like committing violence, go after the cat, not your children.
That's right. Mean as it is. It's the truth. It really is the truth. Mean as it is.
But please don't be mean to either one.
Right. But if you're going to be a dick, because people are dicks in life, it's the society we live in today.
I don't even need that
If
drop
you're that
anymore,
upset
do I?
and you feel like you need
No.
to beat something, go beat your meat.
Yes.
Or your horse.
Or your horse.
Or your horse.
Judy's
Well,
a big old
what about
slut.
the poor sap that doesn't get it up? He
I
can't
tell
beat
you what,
his meat.
for a 40-plus-year-old horse, she can take a 2x4 to the jaw like nothing I've never seen.
She broke my heart, so I broke her jaw. Jesus
I
Christ.
have never smacked my horse across the jaw with a 2x4.
No.
Matt across the ass, though, with
About
the
the,
dick.
about the only thing, probably the worst thing you've ever done to old Judy is dig the spurs in a little extra hard. But that's just good horsemanship right there.
Cut all her hair off because of the burrs, but
Yep.
You ever rode her?
yes. It was a very dark, foggy night. You couldn't see 10 feet. So I had two horses. One of them got out.
She couldn't see 4 inches.
Well, she knew where she was
She
going.
just went, wee.
She didn't need to see it. She felt it. I was
No, she
riding
didn't.
bareback,
Yeah.
and I do not wear
That's
underwear.
some horse puss. She did not feel 4 inches.
So anyway, we're back in this square mile behind my property, looking for the horse that got out, which is a bitch. She's a fucking bitch horse.
Wait, you
All
have two
are.
horses?
I did.
The other
What
one died.
happened? You lost it.
After that night, I got rid of the other one.
Did it die in the bog of despair or what?
So as
Down
you
the Croswell
see
Mall.
as you seen through pictures, my horse was all black.
Smell bad.
I'm wearing a black sweatshirt on a black horse, and I'm out looking for this other one, and it is the most fog I've ever seen in my life. I end up on Washington Road, which is a paved road.
Yeah.
I'm on a black horse and a black sweatshirt. I says, we got to get the fuck off this road, but I don't know where I'm at. But I know it's Washington Road. I just let go of that horse, went to a ditch, through somebody's soybean field, through a fence road and another ditch, and she kept wanting to go right. And I was like, I think that's my yard light that way, to the left. I'm going left. She wants to go right. I make her go left. We get back home. I said, fuck that other horse. So I get up in the morning. I said, okay, we saddle her up again. We're going to go out and look for this horse. She is a mile away, standing in somebody's hayfield. When I retraced the steps from the night before, my horse wanted to go right. That's where that horse was standing. She knew where she was.
Yep.
And I didn't let her do her thing.
Right.
She would have
That's
taken
your
me right
fault.
to her.
Your fault. Yep.
But I was drunk and tired and my ass hurt.
All she doing
I
helping.
said, I want to go home, bitch. We'll find her in the morning. She's like, no, we're going to go find her now.
She was lonely.
I said, bullshit. We're going home. We'll find her tomorrow. She's
Yep.
like, nope, we're going to go get her right now.
No, listen to you. You made it count. Who's the boss?
My buddy's
Tony
out there
Danza.
on his side-by-side with LED lights, and I couldn't see him.
Samantha.
So, I just want to make a reference here that we had 43 live listeners
Are you shitting
for
me?
a completely impromptu. Like, I didn't even share it myself, and I know you didn't share it.
I didn't share it either.
But like just off of our Facebook page.
43
Here's a
live-
fact, a true
43
fact. Those are the best 43 people in the whole entire world.
Thank you, 43
Well, they probably
people.
tuned in for a minute and went like, fuck this. But
Oh, wait.
They tuned in for
Did
a minute.
that dude just say he fucking stuck his dick in a cat?
Nobody said that.
And the horse.
Well, no, that's a Curse of Oak Island like bumper, so they'll go back and listen to the last episode
Yes.
now. See,
Tune in for more cat fucking.
so in
A
case you
cat
missed it,
and a horse and a wiener involved.
wiener, wiener, wiener,
Tune
wiener,
me
wiener,
in.
wiener, wang.
I gotta hear where this goes.
There is an island in the North Atlantic.
I'm getting hard.
In the North
I've
Atlantic.
been looking for an incredible treasure for more than 200 years. So far,
Fuck yeah.
There's a podcast running around the Michigan
There's a
state.
podcast in the thumb of Michigan. The deep, dirty thumb.
for more than 200 years. But they're going to find something to know.
Wait. For more than 100 episodes, they've been annoying people.
And this is the year.
They're going to be at a bar.
Trying
More
to make
people
it big
show up at
and
the table.
spend a day with Steve Gutenberg. Will this be the season that happens? So there's another gear grind. There's a couple podcasts I follow, and these guys break them up into seasons. They like stop and they take like a couple, like 6 weeks off, and they're like season 2, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? There's no season 2, motherfucker. Life rolls on. We don't stop here at the PNA Podcast
You don't
Express.
stop.
Hell no,
You don't
we don't.
score
You get off
until
your
you
ass
score.
and you go find that dog.
Yes.
You don't score until you score.
That's right.
I've wondered the same thing. What's a season?
Right?
Well, season applies if you're doing fantasy podcasts for football.
Well,
That's cool.
I get that.
This is
That's
our
it.
This
fall
is a
That's it.
season.
general podcast.
This is an episode 1 through
and
1
these
million.
These guys do a lot on like
Yes.
they're taking the opposite approach we are.
We're just putting
They're-
our head down and driving through the wall.
So
of
there are a
podcasts.
lot of sizzle and not a lot of steak because they do a lot of the social media and YouTube and everything and very visual. We're a lot of steak. We don't give a fuck about your sizzle. You're getting good content
Get
with
nice
us.
juicy steak.
That's right.
You're
Yeah.
getting content.
You're getting content out your ass.
Content
Nobody
that
can
gets you
turn.
boned.
Nobody can turn this podcast on and just listen for a couple minutes and shut it off.
Right,
No.
because you're so enthralled with it.
I've
What
been
dumb
a
shit have I
part
heard
of
next?
them, and I've tried to listen to them, and I know. Well, I'm at my destination,
and you're like, the penis
I
can
can't
only
shut it off
the
right
penis
now.
can
I
only
gotta
get so
continue
erect,
Yep,
right?
I can't go into work.
The penis
Fuck
can
that.
only get so erect.
and I already
I gotta
know the
listen.
content of it because I was there doing
Yep,
it,
and it still keeps you
and
glued.
it still keeps me sitting there in my truck listening
Well,
to
for
it.
you, you're wondering what you said next.
You're welcome.
did.
That's my. I forget what. I mean, Adam and I have well over 110 hours of content now for this podcast.
I was just
itself.
going to look that up. I think we're in the 114 range, something like that.
Nice.
I'll be able to tell you here in just a moment.
I was going to give my daughter a bottle, but I was in the middle of the podcast, and she went hungry.
Yes.
Well, you got to, you got to pick what's more important.
Yeah, the podcast. She'll eat eventually.
It's definitely the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know a segment that we've neglected.
What segment's that?
My friend's a dick, and here's why.
Been a while.
It's been a while since we've done a My Friend's a Dick, and here's why. Does anybody have anything for my?
I'm just going to talk
Generally,
about all you
we're
guys
just
are
the dicks.
Phil, we
Yeah.
don't have any
General
dick
life?
for your friend.
All right. Well, here's the story. Picture, if you will, it's 1996.
Ooh, I remember that year.
My
well.
friend's a dick, and here's why. I was working at a full-service gas station doing oil changes and tires. I was a tire man.
Remember it like yesterday.
Tires.
I was one of the
Remember
best.
that earlier we were talking about the words, and he's tires.
Tires.
I was one of the best.
Tires.
He's washing the tires.
I was one of the best. I was one of the best tire men you'll ever meet. In fact, I got recruited by all the bigs here locally, wanting me to come work in their
DB.
shops. That's right.
Bell
DB
tire.
Yep. So I was
Down by your place.
I was working at a tire shop. I was airing them up, dropping them off, doing everything.
Yep.
Well, we had a whole.
Filling gas holes.
We had filling gas holes. That's right. That's what Mike used to say. Stop by. How you doing today? I'm like, well, just filling gas holes.
Yeah, drive down the road. Somebody's at a gas station. Nice gas hole. What the fuck
Hey,
did that
you
guy
left your
say?
gas hole open.
Yes.
I see your gas hole. So we had a whole box of the fucking valve stem removal tools sitting there. So my friend's a dick because he's like, he grabbed a couple of them. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to use these for, but I know I'll need them. I said, absolutely, take 4 or 5. So what he had decided was our shop teacher was a fucking dick. He's a fucking asshole. This guy's a real hard ass from back in the day. So in the morning,
Must be a baby boomer.
on his way into school, on his way into school, he would take his driver's side rear tire. He'd remove the valve stem core. All the air would be let out of the tire. He'd come back out and put it back in the tire on his way out of the school that day. So the guy would go and figure he had a fucking hole in his tire. So he'd air it up. Couldn't find a fucking hole in the tire.
I know where this is going.
Then he did it over. That's the Mobius. That's how I figured it out. He did it over and over and over again. Well, one day he brings it into me, the tire in the shop. And he's like, this fucking tire's flat every goddamn day I come out of school. He's like, it has to have a hole in it. I don't understand. I checked the valve stem. I've checked everything. It's fine. There's a hole in this tire.
Somewhere, somehow.
So I chuck it up and put it on there, and I'm like, yeah, there's no hole in this tire. He's like, bullshit. You don't fucking know what you're doing. I'm like, do I come to your work and tell you how to do your job? Mind you, he's one of my teachers.
Yeah. Nope, I don't think I do, boss.
So anyway, I get it all aired up for him, send him on his way. And Ryan continues to do this. Oh, shit, I just said his name.
Ooh,
continues to do this.
We say his name's Ryan.
Right. Continues to allegedly.
True fans would have known.
Continues to do this. So finally he brings it into me one day. He's like, nope, there's got to be a hole in this tire. So I did him a solid. I put a big old hole in the sidewall and sold him a new tire.
Nice. I'm going to make me some money,
So
bitch.
I guess I'm kind of the dick in this story, too. I said,
a
man,
team effort.
your sidewall's shot. You need a brand new tire. The tire was nothing wrong with it. There was probably 10,000 miles on it.
My
But I'm
friend's a
like,
dick,
you know
and
what?
here's why.
Let's just end this today.
So you're not saying names.
No. Can you guess who the teacher is?
Initials?
JN?
Yes, I know. I know who that teacher was.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
I do know that.
The hedgehog.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Why can I not find where they tell us our total hours?
I don't know. What do you got to go to MI. So you can go to www.miondemand.com.
Is that where it tells us?
Yes, it tells you that there. That is the host site of our podcast. Or you can find us on we haven't said this in a long time. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Google Podcasts. You can find us on
I think
Spotify?
we don't tell people because if they're listening, they know how to find us.
Why do you have to be
found
so
us.
logical on that?
You have found us.
You're like,
All right, are
you know
you
what?
ready
I
for
just
this?
sold
Are
you a new tire, bitch.
Are you ready for this? We surpassed the 120-hour mark tonight.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Working on 1 week. Soon.
Oh,
1
my
week
God.
of podcasting.
So I'm going to challenge, Regis Philbin has the record for the most hours being on television.
Oh, yeah.
So I might challenge him for the most hours of broadcast here at some point because I do more than just this show. I don't know if people know it.
Yeah, School of Rock, football games.
Yeah, and Fridays with Phil,
Saturdays.
Sportsline.
I just
Saturdays
don't know
with
how
Phil.
you can separate the
Wait, do you
the
count?
podcast when you're doing football games or you're on School of Rock.
So I compartmentalize it very well, don't I, Mike?
How your
It has to be.
filter
It has to be.
automatically
I don't
comes
know
into
either, but
effect.
Do you count the time? Because when I drive to work at 6:30 in the morning,
Yeah,
there is the Phil's Under My Desk segment that Eddie does.
of course. Yeah, that's brilliant. Oh.
And that little fucking tiny pecker. And if you had a bigger dick, Eddie, I'd suck it more.
And this is a morning show, so there's bacon involved.
Oh, yeah, lots of bacon in the morning
Well,
show.
I think it's more than bacon. I think it's like a.
Free
I
bacon.
think it's side pork.
Bacon's a part of this well-balanced
Maybe
breakfast.
some sausage links.
But yeah, Eddie will be like, and here's more news.
So I got through all my drunken notes. Look at that.
Nice.
I
Well,
was probably recalling that valve stem removal tool.
That's
that
the smallest
quarter tool.
post-it note I've ever
know.
seen.
You can get a book. Friday night, you at least have a book this big.
Yeah, I do. I keep
notes.
I keep my notes and I log all the drives for football games. Yeah.
But, yeah, Matthew, nice job acknowledging on that because that's another great point. Matthew's full of points tonight.
Boom.
The whole goddamn, how would that word?
Compartmentalizing.
Thank you, brother. Between a PG and an R.
Because when I turn on the football games,
Yeah.
he's seen it in person. Like, I'm full in on a football game. Like, I'm focused. I chart my drives.
Not to
I
be
like,
selfish, too, but me, too. I got to switch
yeah.
that filter on and be
It takes
all
a lot,
good,
though, how
good.
you don't just spit something out.
Oh, fuck.
Do you watch
before you
TikToks
speak
where the guy, he's calling the plays, and he says, that little motherfucker just...
Look at that little monkey run.
Hey, love. So it just shocks me how you haven't spit something like that out.
I have not yet.
One
but
time
you
or
never
another.
know.
No, he sometimes says some funny, risque things that
Oh,
make
yeah.
me laugh and go mute on the
A
button.
little bit.
A little bit once in a while.
I
but,
toe the line a little bit sometimes.
but no,
So-
none of the bombs, the F-bombs.
I'd like to point out to you that this could be your interface to broadcast games with. Mr.
real-
Fury thinks not. He thinks that would be better.
I have one of these.
He's also friends with Clark, too.
Yeah.
Parkle.
Yeah. So that explains everything. Just saying. Please.
Brandy. You're
Thank
the
you.
best.
Who are the best?
You say you're the bestest.
You're the bestest.
Cute mongrels thinks that's cute when you say that.
bestest?
You don't say you're the best because you don't really know if she is or not. But if you say you're the bestest, she's like, oh, he's so cute.
I don't think anybody's ever thought that about me, Matt.
Maybe. They didn't tell you, but maybe.
Because you
They're
keep
really
saying
shy
you're the
girls.
best instead of, oh, you're the bestest.
Here's a stat of the day. Every relationship I've ever been in with a female has ended, and it was always my fault.
I can see why. See why. You're a fucking asshole. You got a bad mouth on you, and you say, you're the best.
Oh. Don't patronize me.
And you love free bacon.
I fucking love free bacon. Ladies, if you're available out there and want to give me free bacon,
Your whole tastes like bacon.
girl.
I just... Fucking free bacon. Not over here. Matt'll give
Too
you
late.
free bacon.
Too late. Bullshit. I don't even have any bacon.
He'll give you free bacon.
I got sausage.
Yeah, he's too skinny for bacon.
I got venison, not bacon.
Oh, well, he just wants to get free bacon.
Bacon. See you
Thanks for
guys.
showing up. Good to see you guys. All right.
All right. Bring the KY. That's for some ass
Doesn't
fucking
cowboy sound like Sling Blade?
cowboy.
I got free bacon.
I got venison.
I have free bacon. I got venison.
Come on, French fried taters. What you put on them? I got mustard. Give me some of that mustard.
Sounded just like him.
Yes. Yeah.
I practiced this.
And Adam has no experience with Cowboy Larry. Phil a little bit. You and I a lot of it.
I have a lot.
You more.
So
than
here's
me,
a,
but
here's what I want. I don't
bitch.
think he listens to the podcast.
Nope.
But anyway,
We told him he's on, or we told him we talked about him, we would.
Every time I see him, he wants me to email him about some shit. And I say, I lost your card. This is the 5th card he's given me. What an asshole.
The guy only bought 10 cards. He got 5 of them gave to you, you fucking dick.
I'm an asshole, aren't I?
Yeah.
You are an asshole.
I do. Brandy is our waitress, yes. Although, thank you.
What song is that?
Okay. So, why do I do asshole? I do asshole-ish things like this all the time, though. You guys realize that, right?
Oh, yeah.
The whole podcast is full of assholish things, Phil.
Right.
That's the point of it.
I really do.
We're a bunch of assholes.
I push it to a new limit. Adam's witnessed it before. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, you said the same exact thing to that person last time we saw them. I'm like, I know, I do every time. I'm waiting for them to click that every time I see them, it's conditioning. Mm-hmm. It's Pavlovian. Like, you can condition people. So every time I see Phil, he says the same thing, but I don't realize it.
Way to stay consistent.
That's right. So whenever people have the same conversation with me over and over again, I have the same responses every time, and I want to see where they drop off and don't have the same responses. A lot of people will push it very far.
For instance, next time on the PNA Podcast Express, because we are at that time for a quick trip to not be quick if we go any longer.
So I told the next girl I was dating about this. She's like, I am scared of you. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I've never met somebody so cerebral. I'm like, it's not cerebral. It's just fucking remembering shit.
And habit.
That's right. And it's habitual.
Yeah.
It's habitual.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Brandy.
Louder.
Come back from
Tell us a little bit more about yourself, Brandy.
Oh boy, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
What do you like? What do you want? Where are you at?
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to know?
What do you want in life?
No, yeah.
Well, I don't know what I want to do occupation-wise, but I just want happiness, man.
There
You
go.
have a very great voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's
So,
Jesse?
did you grow up around here, Brandy?
about a half hour away from here, so
A
yeah.
half hour away. Where does that put you?
North Branch.
Oh, the MB.
Oh, wow.
Broncos.
What brings you to these parts?
Well, my...
If you don't want to say, you don't have to.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no,
You
I
heard
just
from me.
heard that they were hiring. I knew someone that worked here at the time, so...
So do you still live in North Branch and Drive?
I do.
Holy, that's
Wow,
commitment.
that's a hike.
That's commitment.
Have you had previous bartending and/or server jobs before this?
No, this is my first.
This is your first?
Nice.
Okay, very
You've done
nice.
a
Well, well
wonderful
done.
job.
Well, thank you.
Your
I
service has
appreciate
been
that.
top notch.
How long on the job?
Thank you.
How long?
A little over 2 years.
So what
Oh,
else?
yeah,
What else
that's
should we
France.
know about Brandy?
Hey, I'm a farm girl, born and raised.
There you
Have
go.
horses.
Do you have any horses?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, horse.
Yeah.
We
Do you
talk
have a
about
horse
horses
named
all
Judy?
night.
I do not.
He has a horse named Judy, and we
You
talk
have
about her.
horses?
She's 43
Aw.
years old.
Yeah,
Are
so
you
you're
serious?
you're a horse
Yeah.
person. He
I
said that.
am.
I said the way that horses get to be 43 years old. That's
Right.
ridiculous.
That's very impressive.
And that's correct then too, as a horse
Yeah.
person. You agree?
And she's very black. Not that there's
Wow.
anything wrong with
Aw.
that, but she's
Right.
43. Judy, he lets Judy reign like free range around his house, and it's fucking fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like one of mine. I have one that's 22 this year, and
Holy shit!
Let him out in the
Them
yard. He
are
just roams
fucking-
and eats grass and
So
lives
what-
his best life.
What kind of farm did you grow up on, Brandy? Was it crop, dairy? Was it beef?
We
Pig?
have crops, all organic. We have cattle, sheep, chickens, ducks, goats,
Oh, the whole gamut.
horses, and we raise Great Pyrenees dogs as livestock guardians.
Wow. Shit.
Yeah.
That's legit.
That's legit.
Pretty legit.
Nice, Brandy. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Anything
know.
you want to say to our listeners?
Stop by
There's
Benchwarmers.
5
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, stop by Benchwarmers.
Brandy will take. Yeah, there's all 5 of our listeners. There's more people on this podcast right now than what listen. All right. Thanks,
Tell the host
Brandy.
that. Thanks, Brandy. Good one. Now
Anywho.
we know. The more you know.
Let's wrap this up. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Our resident Sasquatch expert, Matt Lindley. Our resident cowboy, wearing a sexy hat, Mike Smith. Cowboy.
Baby.
PNA Podcast Express at gmail.com. Pineapple Nipple Arsehole at gmail.com. Make good choices.